Ho ho! Merry Christmas! Bloody Christmas! Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ron HD. So yeah, this is gonna be a great time. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ron HD, and this week we watched the Joe Begos film, whatever, called Christmas Bloody Christmas. It is a slasher film starring a murder robot Santa, and I think it's great. I love the kills. I think the coloring, the cinematography is great for the most part, and you know, I just think the movie's pretty fun all the way through. But I'll tell you why I like this movie and more back at the house.
Oh, Need you give me a gun?
What is that?
It's him.
Oh, Santa Claus?
Yeah, it's fucking
Santa
Santa
Claus.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Time HD, and today we watch the new Joe Begos film, Christmas Bloody Christmas. But this film is a comedy slasher, I would say. I think it's so ridiculous that it's a comedy because it's literally Terminator Santa. I mean, you can't really be serious with Terminator Santa. But, yeah, the movie is absolutely batshit insane, and it's really stupid and really dumb, and that's why I like it. You know, if you've watched my channel by now, I say this every single video, but you know I like stupid shit. And this is stupid shit. Very stupid, and I like it because of that, which I said earlier. But I like this movie simply because, as I said, the ridiculousness of it, and just the idea of a giant robot murder Santa going around killing people is just such a wondrous idea, you know what I mean? It's so fantastical, you can't not love it. I really like the lighting in this movie. I think the lighting was great. Every scene had a lot of, interesting colors and shit going on, lots of reds and greens. Which makes sense, because Christmas. But I think it was just really pretty to look at, or just really colorful to look at. And also, another thing I really liked about the movie was the gore. I think the blood and the gore was really over the top, which I always like in a horror movie like this. I think there was a kill, though, in the movie that I really didn't like, and that was Jeremy Gardner, who made The Battery, if you've heard of that. I fucking love The Battery. Highly recommend it. But anyway, he was in this movie and he played a cop, and his death, I knew he was gonna die, but his death was really lame. You know, he had a shotgun and the killer Santa put it up to his head and he pulled the trigger, and I expected a big pop, a big head pop, but no, he just kind of fell down, and it's come on. Can you not do a head pop? I don't get it. Did they run out of budget? I don't know. Yeah, that was just that was just disappointing from all the other, ridiculous and over the top, stupid kills. Compared to all the other kills, that one was really underwhelming and kind of disappointing. But, I remember the kill that I did like was probably the first kill of the movie. The guy, I don't even remember his name, but it was in the toy shop, and the killer Santa raised an axe and hit him so hard with it, it split him in half. Just completely split him in half, and it was great. But I think my main problem with that scene is that you barely get to see it. You know, you get to barely see the special effect, because, it's so shaky and blurry, and you only get to see it for, a second, and then he, keeps moving. And I don't like that. And I just, I wanted more. I wanted to see more of that special effect, because it was, like, the best effect in the movie, and they showed it for, like, a split second, you know? I don't know, I think we needed more. But, then, I think also the very much, like, huge amount of ragdoll use in this movie. There's like 4 ragdoll deaths in this movie, dude. Joe Begos loves his ragdolls, and you can tell. And I don't blame him. They look really funny. Like, it's just like they always fall like almost in the same way, and it's just amazing. I like the ragdolls. I think it adds character. Another thing I liked was the animatronic at the end of the movie, the animatronic Robot Santa. I liked that one. I think that was pretty good. Good job. Yeah, I think he just, like, looked great. I think he had the laser eyes, and he like, moved really jaggedly, and there was a lot of use of him. I didn't think they were going to use him that much, but they used him a lot throughout the movie, and he sparked a shit ton. The effects were great. Like, the effects were great. I really enjoyed them. I think if you were, like... There's, like, everything's practical, basically. Frickin' everything's practical. And also, don't forget the explosions. There's, like... One explosion that I think is the most ridiculous one is that, the Killer Santa is driving an ambulance, and he drives right into a car, and it just explodes. For no goddamn reason. The car just explodes, and it's great. Just giant big ball of fire. So, I think this film was just... The reason I like this film, it was shot on film, which I really like the grainy look of the film. I think it looks more like a movie than a video to me. I think I just prefer the grainy look of a shot on film movie. And I also really like the gore, the colors. Yeah, I thought the soundtrack was great. Nice sounding synth soundtrack. And also the practical effects, like I talked about earlier. I think the directing was great on Begos' part. Good job, man. I think you done good. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I quite enjoyed this film, and I would recommend it to any fans of horror. And probably, exclusively, horror fans would probably... I mean, I'm not saying you wouldn't like this movie. But horror fans are probably the majority. This demographic of film is probably definitely geared towards horror fans. So, I would recommend if you're a horror fan. If not, tread lightly. I think I'd rate this film an 8 out of 10. 8. Give this film an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. So, yeah, I think I've said all I need to say. So, guys, hope you liked this video. Share your friends, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Comment down below on how much you liked it. But, you know, that's not really what I meant to say. What I really meant to say was, if you guys hated this video, unsubscribe, dislike, tell me what you hate me in the comments. Signing off.